Hello friends, today we are going to demonstrate some file handling exercise. File handling exercise, first of all we are taking a very simple exercise of file handling example simple. This isn't textbooks. When I click on this button, these are the particular things that we would like to understand. A library file called imports system.io. This particular file is working as a library. When you use this IO file, it means input output. When we declare this particular file, we are getting streamwriter as a class. This class has an object A. As we know that one, new keyword is used for an object. Object A is represent new. Within new keyword, this is a class where D drive into CSA practice folder. This is a file folder and my personal data.exe. First of all, I would like to use at txt file because txt is a notepad extension. True, it is appending on and off. As you can see that one, when I use true, append is boolean on. This is a particular line. It is easily understand that one. Whatever data we are entering in our text box 1, it will be write by the method name writeLine. By this particular thing we can understand writeLine is a method of this object. Object always connected with the method, and what data that object will pick up, it is mentioned in text box 1. Then after text box 1 is clear, text box 2 is clear, text box 1 is focus, and A, the file it was opened by object, it should be closed. The thing is my personal data.txt will not yet use, so I am using friends friends.txt. Let me take a look of D drive CSA practice into my file folder. There is no file is here, there is file folder is an empty, no file is here. So let me take a look of this particular thing and we run this particular program called file1. Double click on my project. Startup form I am converting into form 1. I execute. I entering some friend name abhi. Click. Jit. Click. abhijwetsin. Click. Friends, I am entering 3 friends name. Let me take, this is the particular friends.txt is generated by streamwriter, and whatever I am entering it is available within this. So it's a very simple program for all of us of file handling. How it work we can understand and we know it. This particular lines of code can understand to us. Object is A, class is streamwriter, the location where the file will be stored, friends is my file name, .txt means notepad file. The thing next to do is a data that we would like to write into our file. The method name is writeLine. Text box 1 is a source tool where we will pick up the text or our data that we would like to enter in it. A is an object. We want to make one more experiment within this, that is my personal data, and I am converting now into exe. Friends, we know very well exe is an executable file, and again I would like to show you all friends.txt is the only file that is available. My personal data.exe not available. I execute this file. I'm entering some name abhijeet Yugveer. Fine. Let me take a look of it. Yes, my friend, my personal .data.exe is generated. I would like to open it by double click, but as we know, executable file cannot open. It can directly execute only. If we go to right click and finding out open with, so when I will go to open with option is there, then I will open into notepad and so many things, but it is difficult for me because within shift or control I am not getting open it. Look, I'm trying all that is open with, I'm not finding it. So how could I open this particular file and how can I use it? So for this one cmd I'm going d : cd csapracitic cd file. When I use dir, my personal data.exe is available here that you can easily show. I go to use for edit command, my personal data.exe. When I click on it, yes my friend, I entered Abhijeet as a name in my executable file, Yugveer as a name in my executable file. So it is very simple but very security level things that we understand in this concept. This particular code I demonstrate you within notepad file. It was previously friends.txt. I convert into my personal.exe and it convert into executable file. So it is very easy to understand. Let me take a look of the new thing, that is student registration form. It's the same like of simple application. It is easily as on your screen it is watch. Username we will enter, password we will enter, type of user we will enter. For this one we are setting password character as hash. At my cursor is moving. For this particular things I go to the items, and in two items we are finding out students as a community, teacher as a community, and principal as a community. When I click on it, it was same like previous header file or library file I require, that is system.input output. I open a object. It's the object. Why? Because it is new keyword is available. Streamwriter is a class. The location there where I want to find it out this thing, CSA practice into file into D drive. My file name is logdt.doc, means word file. MS Office Word file will be open. My object A will pick up the data from textbox 1 and it will throw it out to the log.detail.doc. Same thing it will happen with textbox 2. Same thing it will be happen with comma box 1. Then A is closed, text box 1 is clear, and let me take a look of it. Go to my project, click on it, student registration. Before we run the project, here logdt.doc file is not available yet because we are not executed still. Run. I'm entering the name, that is Abhijeet, password is Jadeja. I'm entering myself as a principal. Sign up. I'm entering Kinjal. The surname is Jadeja. I'm using her as a student. Click. The file is already there. Let me check. Yes, my friends, logd.doc is generated. When I click on it, that file is open, and here we can understand Abhijeet is my username, Jadeja is my password, principal is my type of user. The second record of my file handling is Kinjal is my username, Jadeja is my password, students is a community. So it's a so simple one. Let me look into the code. What is the change over here? It is nothing to change. It is same like previous, but now in this example A object is handling multiple tools like textbox 1, textbox 2, combo box 1.text, and all that thing is managed by A object. So it is so simple for all of us. Last but not least, it is very useful for all of us, my friend, that is ASCII value project. ASCII value we know very well. ASCII value for this registration and all that things, we are going into the property student registration. I want to run ASCII value, so I start up form as an ASCII value. Let's take a look of it. Original data I will enter into that one. Suppose I will enter abhi, the one each character will convert into the ASCII, and ASCII value showing over here. For this I am using an event called text change event of textbox 1. Look, this is textbox 1. When I double click on it, we'll go to the code. I found it, dim a as integer, dim s as string. This is the loop that finding out in my text box how many characters are there. cint convert to integer. Textbox 1 is my source file. Text.length is my property. It will calculate the length. As we know very well, the text string start with 0 location, so we have to enter -1 because the upper boundary can be managed easily. as we know that is string as address of ASCII. The ASCII function convert whatever your data it is in ASCII. Textbox1 is my source, dot text is my property, substring is a method of string where I'm using a. The first one value of a is 0, means my first character will pick up, and length is 1, so it will convert into the ASCII and it will go to the S. Then after I will go to the a, the for loop comes to 1, 1 comma 1, then second character b will there and b will convert into the S, and whenever my for loop is completed, my textbox2 will lively show the data. Let me run a very useful code for all of us. The code is behind you. My friends, I'm entering A. Look at the downside, that is 97, B 98, H, I, abhi, whatever I'm writing here, it is display. When I remove it, the same procedure is available for loop A. My length is down and it will convert it, and it will convert it, it remove all that thing. I love .NET. So this is the particular thing. So interesting and very interesting for some security level of encryption and decryption. Data hiding process is explaining by me over here. Let me go for that add text. It was as simple as previous, my friend. Header file or library we are importing by system.io. B is an object because we already use A over here, so that the object name is changing as B. New as object it is showing. Streamwriter is a class because I want to enter my personal data over there. The location where I want to find it out, that is C is a practice file, ASCII value.txt.true. As you know very well, B is there, .writeLine is a method which can write the data, and here is the magic. Textbox2, my friend, this is textbox2. Whatever ASCII value you converted, it will go into my file. B is closed, textbox1 is clear, textbox2 is clear. Let me take a run of this very useful program. I love .NET. When I click on it, look at my file process. Previously there is no file. One by one ASCII value file is also converted, and when I write down, here is my front end, here is my back end. I wrote I love .NET. It is mentioned within 10532101811846111010116. It's an ASCII value, my friend. It's very interesting for this. Abhijeet Jadeja. This is myself. I'm entering it, and when I enter, I go to that file, I convert into the ASCII, and when I convert it, it is very interesting. First I was entered I love .NET technology, it was here. Abhijeet Singh Jadeja, it is here. Including space, the ASCII is converted, and it is very interesting portion for all of us. By this particular thing of this 3 application, we come to know that one, how it works. For you, specially, I would like to explain again textbox1 text change event, which is having a main part of it. A is integer to calculate my text length, S is a string which hold my all ASCII value, S one by one each ASCII character store into S is an variable, and finally textbox2 can show my S data, and whatever S variable is available, that S variable shown in textbox2, and finally textbox2 data is writing by WriteLine method of file handling with the help of object B. Thank you very much all. Practice well and have a good luck.